Problem number 14. First, describe the transformations and then graph. You can always check your answers with your graphing calculator. So first, start by graphing the parent graph. Use a solid bold line. Y equals x squared is the basic parabola. So 1 squared is 1. If x is 2, 2 squared is 4. If x is 3, 3 squared is 9. You can also graph the other points. Negative 2 squared is positive 4 and positive 9. We now can go ahead and we have our basic parent graph of a parabola. That was part A. Now let's go to part B. I want to graph. First I'm going to think of what the transformations are. If the negative sign is in front, that would be a flip down, or using formal words, reflect across. Flipping down would be reflecting across the x-axis. I also have the 2, and that is a vertical stretch by 2. Now I'm going to use a solid regular line, and I'm going to graph the transformation. So I would still start at 0, but this time I'm going to reflect down. So go to 1, and I'm going to go down 1, but this time I have to also multiply by 2. So down 1, but multiply by 2 gives me negative 2. If I go over to x is 2, 2 squared is 4, but then I still need to multiply by negative 2. That becomes 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. I can graph the other points by symmetry. So that is our part B. Now going to part C, you know that you could rewrite this as x minus negative 3 squared. So our transformation is left 3 to now going to negative 3. This time it says I should graph it with a dashed line. So I'm going back to my parent graph here, which is from A, and I've gone left 3, and I'm going to graph everything else exactly the same, except I'm going to start at 3. So I went 1 to the right and up. I'm going to go 1 to the right and up. My next point was go over to 2, and 2 squared was 4. So I go over 2 and up 4. Then before it was over 3 and up 3 squared is 9 and up 9. So this one is also at 9. I can graph the rest of the parabola using symmetry. And now I'm going to connect those with a dashed line. So that was part C. Going to part D, the transformation, nothing is happening to the x, but I see a minus 5 on the end, so that would be a transformation of down 5. So what I'm going to do is go to my parent graph, go back to my basic graph here in the center, and everything will be the same except it needs to go down 5. So down 5, and then over 1 squared up 1, over 2, 2 squared would be up 4, over 3, 3 squared would be up 9. So negative 5 and 9, that would take me to 4. Then I could graph the other points using symmetry. And now it instructs me to connect these with a dash dot line. Dash dot, dash dot, dash dot. So that's all. I can go ahead and check these in case I wasn't sure of any of them simply by putting them into my graphing calculator. Good luck!